Well, hello party people, how are you? You probably just seen me in this shirt in my last video, but this is how it's going. This is how it's going down in the town today. So in this video I want to talk about Olaplex. Again, of course, there has been so many different things going on about Olaplex being damaging for natural hair and damaging and all of this stuff, but I want to say this, and I'm going to speak really frank. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe here to my channel and then click on that bell notification so you're notified every time I post another video. This is coming from a licensed cosmetologist. I've had my license for about 18 years, and so an herbalist and a research scientist. I kind of know what I'm talking about. Not to mention, even though I am an affiliate of Olaplex, I've been using Olaplex long before my affiliation, long before Olaplex even knew who I was, girl. Everything that I'm saying today, I want you to go ahead and research it for yourself. Now, Olaplex came out around one of those. I'll put it on the screen. So they've been out for a very long time, but it is only within the last couple of years that they've made it open to the public and that they've been making more so consumer-based products, because initially Olaplex was only for professional cosmetologists for the reasons that we're dealing with right now. One thing that everybody who has a problem with Olaplex has in common is none of them read the directions and all of them were using it wrong. If you look here on the screen, wherever I end up putting it, you can see that people have been using Olaplex as a hack. Now, it is a fact, and this is a problem that people have. Olaplex is not a protein. Olaplex is a molecule, and molecules make proteins. Just a small example of that, I'm always telling you guys here on my channel that there are 3 bonds that hold the hair together: the salt bond, the disulfide bond, and the hydrogen bond. All right, and these bonds all fit together to create the protein known as keratin, which is your hair. So the salt bond, the hydrogen bond, and the disulfide bond are all considered molecules, right? So the Olaplex molecule, which I'm not about to try to pronounce, is right here. The Olaplex molecule is was created and engineered to mimic the disulfide bond in the hair shaft. So this is why if you are a person who has damaged hair and you do an Olaplex treatment the correct way, you will notice that your hair begins gaining more elasticity and it's getting stronger and stronger, and that is simply because the molecule that Olaplex has patented, all right, is formulated to mimic and reproduce and help you to strengthen that disulfide bond. All right, so Olaplex is not a protein. Molecules get together to create proteins. So Olaplex helps your hair, helps produce the protein that is your hair, but it is not a protein. There are 2 completely different things. But because it is a molecule that mimics your hair, it is imperative that you follow directions. Molecules are a lot smaller than proteins are. So if you leave these small molecules on your hair, they never stop working and doing their job. So after a while, what will end up happening is you will get moisture overload or hydro fatigue. Hydro fatigue isn't too much moisture. No, it is when, because of that molecule, which is the hydrogen bond and the disulfide bond as well, being broken for too long and not set properly, then what happens is it forces the follicle to swell and unswell or just remain swollen for long periods of time. Because it's a myth going across social media, oh, hair is dead. No, it is not. The cells on your hair shaft die, so that way when you get your hair cut, it won't be excruciating pain, because if those nerves don't die, then what ends up happening is you'll feel everything. The nerve endings die, but the hair shaft is not dead. That is why you can still damage your hair very much if you put too many holes within the hair shaft, because within your hair shaft you have disulfide bonds, hydrogen bonds, and salt bonds. Your hair is a city. So anybody that tells you your hair is dead, they don't really understand the science on a microscopic level, all right? Because things are not as we see them. There is a whole nother world around us that you can't see with the naked eye. There's a whole different spectrum, multiple spectrums of light that our eyes cannot process. Just because you can't see it does not mean that it's not there. The reason that I'm so passionate about stuff is imperative for you to learn things about the human body so you can understand how to maneuver past the things that you cannot see. There are people who leave Olaplex 3 on their hair overnight as a treatment. There are people who, instead of using the conditioner for 5 to 10 minutes like explained on the packaging, they'll go ahead and sleep with it overnight. There's also a video here where someone is using Olaplex 3 as a leave-in conditioning treatment. Now, even if you've used it 1 or 2 times and everything was okay, hair weathering takes anywhere between 5 months to 15 to 25 years to show up. This is why I get so many emails of people apologizing to me from videos way back where I tried to warn people about rice water and different things of that nature, because you are to use products as directed. Your hair is a fiber that is alive and still connected to your blood supply. Something that is still connected to your blood supply is not dead. It is not. The cells on the outside, the nerve endings die, but your hair is very alive. All right, so the main reason that most people are dealing with different problems from Olaplex is because you're not using it right. I have consultations with people all the time where they ask me, hey Cyn, like, how much Olaplex should I use? And when I give them an illustration of this, showing them that you use a little bit of Olaplex, and most people would take a whole big old glob, you don't use that much product on your hair. Olaplex is a molecule, and if you put too many of those molecules, it will do more harm than good. So people who don't like Olaplex overuse the products. When you are using a highly concentrated product, when you're using a product that is not protein based but molecule based, where it's like the molecular weight is so important, and it is so imperative that you follow directions. And this is why, this is just my opinion, don't get mad at me, Olaplex, this is why I was nervous when Olaplex announced that they were going to open up products for the general public. It made me nervous because most women don't follow directions on regular shampoo and conditioner. Like, women use conditioner as a detangler when they're two completely different products. So when we're talking about Olaplex, it is imperative that before you purchase any Olaplex, you A, know what issues and what problems that you have, and B, you learn and know what styles you're gonna do long before you buy products. Products are tools, right? So for example, if you don't know what you're gonna build, you're not just going in the Home Depot and just randomly grabbing stuff and then getting home like, all right, how you build a house? Like, no, you know how to build whatever that thing is that you need to create, and then you sit down, you get a blueprint, you get all of your plans together, and after you have your blueprint together, you then sit down and assess, okay, what do I need? What do I need to accomplish these goals? What tools do I need to be able to make the things that are on this blueprint come to a reality? Then you go to the Home Depot or the Lowe's. But most of us, we just like, you know what, I'm about to go to the Home Depot or the Lowe's, I'm gonna buy a bunch of shit, then when I get home I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna build. No, stop doing that. Get a set pattern and a routine together, and then once you get a set pattern, a set routine, you know your wash day, you know your skin cell turnover week, you know your sebum level, you know everything about your body and your scalp's profile, then you go and buy hair products to match that new new routine that you have set for yourself. But don't just go out buying random products, and don't blame Olaplex. Olaplex didn't do nothing wrong. Olaplex is a professional product that they made available to the general public that don't want to read. Alright? If y'all start reading what's on the bottle and only using it like it's supposed to be used on the bottle, then we won't have this problem. But that's not what y'all doing. And this, and y'all sleeping in Olaplex. Don't sleep in no Olaplex. You want to know the fastest way to go bald? You want to know the fastest way to go bald head? Be a bald head skittle diddle with no hair in the middle. Bald head Humpty Dump with no hair in the front, and a bald head scallywag with no hair in the back, all gelled up and weaved up because you got needed. Sleep in Olaplex. Sleep in some molecules. You don't sleep in molecules. What's wrong with you? That's the problem. That's why y'all going bald head, because y'all sleeping in molecules. You ain't supposed to sleep in no molecules. Girl, stop sleeping in molecules. But I love you guys so much. I really hope that explains things more. Make sure you head over to this blog post here where I'll explain to you even more in more detail how to use Olaplex, how to shop, how to use Olaplex, how to shop for the right Olaplex products, and even more. But Olaplex products are not meant to be slept in overnight. Honestly, no hair product should be slept in overnight. Or how long you leave a product on the hair. Your hair is only going to absorb anywhere between 30 to 37% of whatever you put on it. After your hair absorbs it, I don't care if you leave it on your hair for 7 days. It's only absorbing that 37%. And after that, you're increasing the chances of you getting moisture overload, hydro fatigue, or different type of follicle disorders from product buildup. So just follow the directions on the bottle, bro. Y'all cannot sue people after you use a product and didn't follow the directions. Read my blog post, get you a routine together. If you need help getting a routine together, join my 7-day challenge. If you just need help rebuilding the body, let's say you did everything you're supposed to, you're back on track, but you feel like you just want to help your body with some of the amino acids that it's no longer producing, then head over to this video and this blog post and check out more information on Cyn Doll's Blue Butterfly Pea Flower tea. All right, get your hands on some of it and get your body right, get your body together. I love you guys so much, and until my next video.